Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for February. I hope you're doing well. I do want to take a second just to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Aquarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Well, let's try that again because that's a lot of cards. Aquarius. Are you going through something that is a little tumultuous right now, Aquarius? There's a lot of energy that's trying to pop out. All right, so you are starting out with the King of Cups. All right. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. All right, so I can see that there's somebody you have deep feelings for. You have a lot of love and feelings, a lot of emotions for this person. I feel like you think about this person a lot, but I'm not sure you're really wanting to commit to the connection just yet. I do feel like you want to talk to this person. Now, there could be a situation where there's been a breakup or a break in the connection because I'm seeing a loss. I'm seeing some kind of a loss here in your energy with regard to this person. There's a lot of love, but there's also a lot of loss. And I do feel like you maybe want to talk to this person. There could be some communication that's coming through either from you or to you, you know, in the near future. Also, be very careful with your money and your finances. I feel like there's something here to do with your, you know, some kind of a financial loss that could have occurred. And also there's a need for you to focus more on yourself, focus more on self-love and, you know, taking care of yourself and, you know, your home and that kind of thing, because I do see you highly focused on someone else right now. Let me see their energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. We have the Tower and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this person's experiencing a Tower moment. They actually have very strong feelings for you. This is somebody who feels like you kind of tame a wild spirit in them in some form, like you're a calming effect on them. They could be working on themselves. This is somebody who is trying to make sure that they have stability in their life. I do feel that this is somebody that, with the Ten of Pentacles, they're thinking about things in a long-term viewpoint. There's something to do with long-term. They could also have very strong connections with close friends or family, family in particular. But this person is undergoing a Tower moment. It's like something here kind of blew up because it wasn't built on a solid foundation. So let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, like I said, there's a lack of communication. And that lack of communication is also bringing in a lack of clarity here. So, yeah, you think about this person a lot, though. And they do you as well, but there's a lack of communication. Show me what's affecting the connection. All right, we have the Seven of Swords reversed, and we have the Devil. Ooh, that's a rough combination. Aquarius, that's a very difficult combination. There's some toxic energy here that has been revealed, that has come out, and that's what's affecting the connection. There was lying, cheating, or stealing that was present here. Whatever this is caused a deep loss in your life, and I feel like it caused a Tower moment for them. So something got revealed, something very toxic. Let me see the outcome. Ten of Wands reversed. So these problems are going to resolve. with the Ten of Pentacles here, I'm wondering if this person in your energy, if they're not in another connection. But I don't want to jump into that, but for some of you there is that. Now I do feel like there's going to be a resolution to the problems, and that is good. So the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. That's underlying energy, and it indicates clarity. After a period of confusion, this indicates clarity coming in. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the King of Cups here? Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Hermit. Again, that lack of communication. So you may have met this person in some sort of a social situation, but it does look like there's been juggling that's here. I do feel like, you know, some of you, there was a reunion, so you knew this person from before. But regardless, you've pulled back. You still love this person. Some of you could even be dating or just maybe just going out with your friends and family, trying to get balance back in your life. I don't feel like you're currently talking to this person. You're doing a lot of soul searching. You're looking for the answers here because I do feel like you deeply love this person. Show me the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo. Why is this Queen of Pentacles reversed? Justice. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you do love this person. I can see it. You have a lot of love for this person. So there could be legal implications for some of you, something to do with legalities, but I feel like you've experienced a sense of deep, deep loss. I also feel like you may reach out to this person after a period of not talking to them. There's something to do with this love that was toxic, though, something that was deceptive. There was lying, cheating, stealing, and it got revealed. And now you're just trying to find your balance here. I do feel like you're experiencing a deep sense of loss, though. Let me see. Show me the Four of Swords reversed. Judgment. Page of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Yeah, you want to talk to this person. You want to reconcile with them. There's definitely this energy of talking to them. I feel like you may reach out to them in a very small way. It could be through social media or perhaps a text. A lot of times Page of Coins will indicate a text. We see that there's been a period where there's been no communication. Something got revealed that was very toxic, that was, deceptive. It got, put on blast, and that's when the two of you went into no communication. But you have such strong feelings for this person. I do see you breaking that silence and reaching out to them in an attempt to reconcile the problems that are between the two of you and come back together with this person. Now, I do see that a lot of you have newer people in your energy. I see at least two, possibly more, but you're really not open to those energies is what I'm seeing. When you do reach out to this person, I don't see you doing it in an overly mushy way. It's just more of, hey, how you doing? That kind of thing. I see you kind of holding your feelings and emotions back. So let's look at their energy. Why is this? Oh, again, that chaotic energy. All right, so we have the King of Wands in the reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. They have very strong feelings for you, but they're not acting on them currently. I do feel like this person feels that that they feel hopeless about the situation, that it can't be worked out somehow. So they're not really taking any kind of action. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, with Leo being very strong. But I do see that this person, King of Wands in the reverse, can sometimes be a little bit of a player. So I do feel like this is somebody who's not currently acting towards, you know, the situation. They're not trying to contact you at this point, and they're feeling rather hopeless right now. Why is the Tower here? Yeah, and that makes sense because we have the Tower. Why is the Tower here? All right, we have the World and we have the Ace of Swords. They want to talk to you. Aces, but right now the situation is a lack of communication. So they want that to end. They do not like the fact that the two of you are not communicating, are not talking. So they want to close that out and resume communication here. This person feels very, very drawn towards you. But again, there is something toxic in the connection. So, you know, they may reach out to you. I do feel like you will respond, or you could be the one reaching out to them. It could really go either way. Why is this Ten of Pentacles here? Two of Cups. And there's your Seven of Swords reversed. I feel like this person's in another connection. And the truth came out. The truth came out. This person's going to reach out to you if you don't reach out to them. They definitely want to talk to you. But I feel like there's somebody in their energy. There's either, they're very, Ten of Pentacles can be like somebody who is married. There's a lot of financial assets that are shared. There's been a lot, it's long term. It's something that's long term. And I feel like the energy between the two of you that's affecting the non-communication is because something did get revealed. Revealed to who? Well, whoever they're already in a connection with. But they feel like you're a soulmate. And they want to resolve the problems that exist between the two of you. There's been deception on both sides. Let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. Show me the energy between Aquarius and this person. Okay. Yep, there's the ending. Ace of Wands reversed. The Lovers, you feel like they're a soulmate as well. And the Strength card in reverse. Yeah. So it's almost a fear of communicating, a fear of talking. This person feels like, you know, they had to end this connection. You, in your energy, you're not communicating currently, it looks like, with them. And there's some sort of a decision either between two people or a big decision with regard to love. And you may be fearful of making that decision or fearful of the decision that they're going to make. I do feel like there was an ending here. This does look like it was a very physical connection, but I see a lot of emotion on your side, and I do see emotion on their side as well. So there's a fear here of communicating. So let me see. Show me what's affecting the connection. It's not going to last because I definitely see communication happening. You might be dealing with a Gemini. All right, so again, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. Again, we have the Devil. So it's really strong energies here. And the Four of Wands reversed. Ouch, there it is. Okay, so you're basically going to say to this person, hey, I love you. However, in order for this to work out, you're going to have to end the connection that you're currently in. You are going to want to work this out with them. Now, they could be coming to you and saying, hey, I'm ending that, but I would wait until they actually do, because there's deception involved in this. And there's also the Devil. I mean, they got the Devil energy here twice. So this person may come to you and say, hey, Aquarius, I'm ending this. You know, I filed for this or whatever. but there's deception here. They could have actually told you before that they were going to leave this person, and then they weren't being truthful. Whatever it is, you already know about it, okay? The problem is that you fell for this person hard. And I do feel like you still love this person. However, you know, there's a lot of toxic energy here. They're very drawn towards you. Their life is in upheaval because of, you know, this connection between you and them being revealed. The deception, the toxic energy, all of that got put on Front Street. And so their life is in turmoil right now, and they definitely want to resolve that. They want an end to that, but they also are so drawn to you, Aquarius, and they want to talk to you. They want to work things out with you. They don't like not communicating or not talking. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome between Aquarius and this person. Show me the outcome between Aquarius and this person. All right, we have the Chariot reversed. We have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the problems will be somewhat resolved, but only after a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion here because of an established foundation, and you're basically saying that has to end. This person feels that they have to be patient with that for some reason. I feel like they're not taking any action other than to reach out to you. And I feel like you're going to kind of hold back your feelings and emotions. You want to work the problems out, but there's still confusion regarding another connection. I don't feel like this person, Aquarius, is giving the full story. And I do feel like there was deception on both sides. I see that. And I do feel like there's this strong attraction here. You fell for this person and you definitely want them back in your life. However, I don't see you moving forward with this until the confusion regarding another connection is cleared up. And I feel like they're kind of slow because they feel that they've invested a lot in this other connection. So they're still going to reach out to you. And ironically, it looks like that's going to be discovered as well. It's a toxic energy, and I would caution you about it. But, you know, everybody has to do what they feel is right. I don't see you actually moving forward with this person because of this other foundation that's here. But I also feel like you're going to want to try to work things out with this person. And I do feel like you're going to hold back the feelings and emotions, but I also see you communicating with them. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Gemini here, but you're manifesting this person. I feel like you really want to be with this person because your feelings are so tied up with it. So I do feel like you're manifesting it, but you're also wanting clarity in the situation, and you want something of substance as well. I feel like this is not the healthiest person. There's a lot of, you know, deceptive energy, a lot of toxic energy, and it's blown up in this person's face. So now they're kind of waiting to see how everything's going to settle. So it's a little bit of a mess. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see if there's any further messages for Aquarius. Pulling for Aquarius. Okay. All right, Aquarius, you have Field of Dreams, but it was in the reverse. And in this particular oracle deck, I do read reversals. So let me find that and we'll read it. Give me just a second. All right, so it's about thoughts and feelings and beliefs that are always engaging in a field of pure potential. Now, in the reverse, it says, are your dreams your own, or are they really someone else's? Have you chased money, possessions, or prestige? Have you placed security above fulfillment? Has approval seeking played a major role in your motivation to succeed? This is the time for you to assess the validity of your dreams, your talents, and your willingness to be a channel for inspiration and creativity. Don't be afraid to enter the field of dreams, for you can always clear the ground for new and better things to grow. Nature has a way of self-correcting if you're willing to act with authenticity. The power to create is inside of you. All right. I hope that this has been helpful, Aquarius. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are love, and namaste.